Hello people, so I'm going to show you a very cheap way to create your own cold frame. So I like to do this, so we're going to get straight to it and let's go. So you'll see what I've got in front of me is a polystyrene container. These are a good size and people often have things delivered in these, through the post. And what I did, or by courier, whatever, and someone was getting rid of theirs and they said, "Do you want it for your plants?" I said, "Yes please." So here you go, I've got it here. So you see the container there, and there is the lid for it. And what I've done is put my pots with my compost and seed set in here. If you want to know what they are sweet peas variety Singing the Blues, and those who have been following my channel for a while will know what I'm doing in those regards. So what I do is I put my pots in with the compost and the seeds within the polystyrene container, and what I do is I then get a nice clear bag, and I've even put the bag, the sort of container, within the bag, and you can then pull that over like that, and that adds the top layer of insulation, so to speak, while still allowing the light to go through, and also to increase the humidity in there and a little bit extra warmth as well. So very much worth doing. And if a really sort of cold snap is coming, like at the moment, went down to -4, -2 last night, you can then put the lid on, and of course overnight that just gives some allows a bit of extra heat to remain in it and to brew. And we all know how good polystyrene is as an insulator. So that's what I do. And of course, with regards to polystyrene, it's a good, it's a plastic product, I believe, whatever. So, like this, a bit of recycling to save it going in landfill or whatever they do with it. So I like to keep it in here, and I'm going to put it in the corner. So I'm just going to pause it and I'll show you how I'm going to approach that. Okay, so I think you got the idea how I'm going to approach this. And what I like to do is have the lid on standby. So there you go. The lid is going to go there, and probably tonight, I think it's going to go down to -2 tonight, something like that. Certainly a cold week ahead. I'll then be ready to just put that straight over at night. So yeah, nice little cold frame there. And if you want to be, extra snazzy or extra whatever, if you got one around, a nice sheet of perspex would be good over the top as well, or bubble wrap, or even the whole lot, perspex, bubble wrap, whatever, as long as it allows the the light through and the heat to build up. And of course, water, if I watered that like right now with water that's been outside in a water butt, it's been very cold, so it'd be nice to water it with a bit of tepid water. And of course then the extra layers of insulation and within the polystyrene container itself will then continue to allow the warming of the water and the soil, the compost rather, and increase the germination. And of course, that being within a polytunnel, that then adds another layer of insulation, heat, whatever. And this could be a very good way of going about it if you can get hold of one of these. You're on a very tight budget, you've got a very small space, but yet you still want to have your own, like a miniature greenhouse, really. I mean, I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but in a way the concept is the same, although it's just very small. And you could do that if you can get different size polystyrene containers. And people are very keen to get rid of their polystyrene containers. They don't want to go down the dump or the tip, whatever, and they just want someone to take it. So that's a very good thing. So if you can get polystyrene containers like that, lids ideally, your pots, your compost, your seeds, somewhere to store it, and a clear plastic bag like a recycling bag, or a sheet of perspex. I mean, you could use glass, but I try to stay away from glass because accidents can happen if one comes out here after a few beers or ciders or wines or whatever, and one does a bit of gardening and puts their foot through some glass. I try to stay away from that. So that could be a good thing to do. But yeah, give it a go. Be a bit resourceful. Particularly if you're doing these things on a budget. But you can see there, look, nice little cold frame. I intend to get more of these trays. In fact, I might even have some more kicking around. So you're getting the idea. Any questions on that concept, please feel free to post them below. And as usual, if you enjoy my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe, and have a go at creating your own really cool cold frame like this, costing one literally nothing. And yeah, lovely. And just on a quick note, if you've got one of these or something, of course hanging it in a polytunnel or greenhouse is great, but if you can put it up against a south-facing wall, or maybe even if you just got a little porchway, you know, maybe you live in a flat or a very small place, you know, a little porchway, put that in, and you could even grow things in there. You could really, I mean, if you really wanted to be really cool, you could set seed potatoes in there at this time of year, you know, cover it up with put your compost in, cover it up with a sheet of perspex, and you'd probably get early potatoes. So many things that you could consider trying if you so wish. So hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll speak soon.